Hello, everyone. Hello, all my fellow mercs out there. How you all doing tonight on a wonderful Wednesday evening? We're halfway through the week, and I'm hoping that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. The stream just got got 100% more British though, but
Yes,
uh,
please.
we'll get right into that. So let's go ahead and get things started. If you ever have problems with brigands, monsters, or the struggles of everyday life, I am the mercenary for the job. I am Zenny, mercenary feature for hire, at your service. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Hope y'all enjoy today's stream. And starting off with the stakes already. And today we get started on a brand new chapter of, or I should not, well, brand new for this channel, I should say, of a series that we've been going through for a little bit. We've gotten a little bit of a taste, and now time to sort of like break things open. At least the stream didn't get more French. Of course, thank you. Of course.
How dare you insinuate that the French would even come near me?
Then I guess I never allowed to around you.
You're fine. You're not fully
Yeah,
French.
okay,
You're fine.
yeah, I know.
You're the only French I tolerate.
Oh.
That's it.
None
of the others, just you.
I do also have like English and Irish and like Scandinavian and German and a bunch of like other stuff. But yeah.
Well, I know I have the British Isles at the very least.
But yes, we are playing some Trails of Cold Steel 3, and as you can already tell, our wonderful friend Dan, aka X Deli S'more X, is joining us today. How you doing today, Dan?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Ironically, I was playing Trails earlier. I was playing too.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, you yourself were streaming that, so yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, today we take the next step in our experience with the Trail series as we go for a little bit of a time skip with Anne. The story. Last time we were ending this sort of like civil war and sort of like finishing things out with our school tenure. And we're heading back to Thor's, but under different circumstances, at least for our main boy, Rean.
Yes, this is a near 2-year time skip, I believe.
That's actually very quick.
I think it is, yeah. I think it's a near 2-year time skip.
Yeah, that seems like a really quick time for a turnover from student to teacher, but hey. I'd say stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Currently replaying Cold Steel 3. Nice, thank you. So, but yes, a lot. We're gonna have a lot of fun today getting into this one. As far as like. Well, one, we're actually starting this off on a little bit of a different schedule. Like I've been saying, I was trying to sort of like do my best as far as like getting through my day of work. I had a little bit of like a few headaches as far as like with some of the apps and programs that FedEx gives us to us drivers. So that did sort of like delay me a little bit. I wanted to get started even earlier than what we did tonight, but nevertheless, hey, we were able to get started early, so that will at least help us out a little bit today.
As long as you don't break any laws by driving to try and get here earlier, it's fine with me.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I've been driving professionally, not like CDL type stuff, but just sort of like driving professionally for quite a long time. I know.
And you fucking drifting around the corner in his bloody lorry.
Yeah. Try doing that with a step van. Hmm.
I mean, I'd be fucking impressed if you did. Also, guys, to answer your question, yes, because like Cold Steel 3 is a weird, like it's a weird jumping point in the series where it's like technically yes, you can jump in at Cold Steel 3 because it is kind of like a refresher. It's one of those ones where it's like you can jump in at 3 if you want to. Like if you're jumping in Cold Steel, I either recommend you do it at 1, or if you can't if you don't have access to 1, then jump in at 3, because like it's still like connected to the story, but like it kind of focuses on different characters in 3. You still have like the main class, so you still have like the main class 7, or as now they will be referred to as old class 7, because you get new class 7.
Yep.
But yeah, it's still a fun jumping point to get into for 3. I mean, Aggie, you also did watch Farrell play 1 and 2 as well.
That is true. Yep.
And Zenny as well. You watched him play 1 and 2. So
Yeah, I watched. I didn't watch as much as like some of the others because obviously sort of like Farrah streams at a sort of like unique schedule that makes it a little bit more difficult for me to sort of like watch his stuff.
yeah.
But there were times where I was able to sort of like watch little bits here and there. But yeah.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, that is true. 3 and 4 go on sale much more often than 1 and 2 do. So.
But yeah, otherwise, the only other thing, well, actually, I have a couple of things to sort of talk about. First things off, I do have a shout out to take care of. We have a new follower from yesterday. Actually, the very person that we rated yesterday, Geyser0. Thank you very much for the follow. We are now up to 697 followers, only 3 away from the big 700 and 3 away from my very first experience in a Souls-like game with the Star Wars Jedi games. I'm looking forward to.
Oh, those are good ones. Galcian, that's incorrect, because on the Switch, 4 is also available. So is, I'm pretty sure Reverie is, and I'm pretty sure Daybreak is as well. So the more modern Cold Steel game, the more modern Trails games are actually on the Switch.
Interesting.
But yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like the only other thing I sort of like mention is sort of like the thing I've been doing sort of like this week is sort of like a daily reminder of this Saturday. We do have our next session of our D&D campaign, Wings of Light and Dark, that I am looking forward to. That we are all within the campaign looking forward to. I've been posting on social media as far as like each of like the characters and just sort of like giving updates as much as I can, and absolutely looking forward. It's been over a month since we did session 7, and hopefully we can be able to get back to our regular schedule of sort of like every other week with the Saturdays. But yeah. Just looking forward to getting into that. But yeah, with all of that said and done, let's go ahead and get things started with today's events, today's stream. So I'll go ahead and start setting up. And those of you in chat, my mercs out there, let me know, how are your days going today? That would be very much appreciated if I know how you guys are doing. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. So yeah, let's go ahead and get things started. All right. All right, let's get right into it. All right.
Yeah, they actually changed translators as well from in 3 as well, because it was Xseed that did the translations for 1 and 2, but now it's NIS America that do it for the rest of the series now.
Okay.
And now we're only one game behind Japan as well, because we're only missing Kai no Kiseki, which is the final game in the Erebonia saga.
Ooh, okay. All right, so
Not Erebonia saga, the Zumiria saga. My bad. The end of the Erebonia saga is Reverie.
all right, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Might as well go for normal. Because even though I'm like not like sort of like the best in these games, I can at least sort of like hold my own for a little bit. So might as well go for the normal.
Also, the opening for this game is probably my favorite of all of them. Also, we get you'll notice a pattern later on in the game. I'll explain, but I'll explain it later on.
Okay.
We are in Ordis, which is the capital of the Lemaire province. If you remember, if that rings a bell, that's where Duke Cayenne is from.
Ah. That does stand to reason. I'm guessing this scene does take place the 2 years after the events of the Civil War.
This scene, you remember in Cold Steel 1 where you had that
I surrender.
opening part where you're running through Gorelia Fortress? This is the same thing.
How foolish.
Oh, okay.
So this actually
Left
happens
wing,
later on in
in
the
the game.
story.
Okay, so
Now moving to our
foreshadowing.
next
Okay.
area of attack.
Yes.
I'd imagine there might
Also-
be still remnants of like
Dead
Duke
soldiers
Cayenne.
of a dead land.
Meet
You
one
have
of the
proven
best
your
members. No members of Class 7. Oh
The
no.
pages are laid
This
bare. It is up to us to
is
pen
the
their
Seventh
content.
Anguis.
Numerous foes approach. Though they aren't who we foresaw, their skills
And yes,
are
she is
still
voiced by
worthy of
Cherry
note. Now,
Well,
we
I
shall
have a
see
joke
if they
for
are
these
worthy
three.
of our final experiment as well.
Yeah,
Well,
I
two
can
of
hear
them,
it. I can
more
hear it.
specifically. Look,
Yes, my
it's
lord.
Blue Head Mirror Jane. Look, it's
In
just
the name
us
of
up.
the Stall Ritter,
Pretty
we shall
much.
vanquish these foes.
Because you can't tell me, like, again, I won't say
They'll
the names
learn what it
because we'll
means
say
to
them
fight
later,
us.
but, like,
And to
that
come
quite
face to
literally
face
just
with the
buzz off.
strongest in
Yeah, it
Ouroboros.
definitely looks
That's
like
super.
Ursa. Just probably not voiced by Colleen, but
No, I don't think she is.
no.
Look at that!
It's a white ion.
That's the successor of the Type Alpha that wiped out Guerrilla Fortress.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like it's functional at the moment.
I say we break it down piece by piece. We can waste it before our precious little Ashen Chevalier even has to lift a finger.
What about...
He seems very
Have you
brash.
forgotten our role as the second team?
Yeah.
So what?
That's
He's got everyone's
actually-
attention already, we might as well. We've got an ace up our sleeve. Now's our chance to finally get a leg up on that Glory Hound.
Cold Steel 3 has a chapter
Glory
story structure
Hound.
like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, it does, yeah.
probably put a lot
Three,
of thought
yeah,
into
three
this, you
is
know.
three
But
versus
it
number one,
is true,
and
he's always
four
rushing
is
off on his
number
own
two.
to save the
So
day.
4 is fucking wrong.
God damn it! Now that I'm thinking about it, it really pisses me off!
Cold Steel 4 so fucking
I do agree to some extent.
I think he's doing a pretty good job, all things considered.
Kind of surprised that they try to hide the
That's just what a
identity
real
of
man is
Altina
like.
because we do
He
know
tries
her.
to be strict, but melts
I
into
think it's
being
also
oh
just
so
in
sweet.
case
spend
it
hours
is someone
caring for
someone
you
is starting
before
with
sparing
3,
the
so
That-
they
that
don't
is
know
true.
who the
That is
fuck
true.
Someone
So-
as dashing
Because they do
yet
the same in,
kind as him would make any girl's heart flutter.
For some reason, they do the same in 2.
Speak for yourself!
Like, when you reunite with Marcus, I think initially it
player
says,
as
like, green
clueless as
head
him
boy
is the
or
worst
whatever.
kind.
Or,
Yeah.
like, no, when Elliot and
Yes.
Fee,
Very
when you
well put.
see them again for the first time, it says, like, orange head boy
Harsh
and, like,
words.
white head girl. It's like,
But
we
he does
know
bring
this
it on
is Fee
himself.
and Elliot, but
Something's got to be someone's first. So
Again?
true.
They sure like to be flashy.
The intervals are getting shorter.
The battle must be reaching its climax.
Time is of the essence.
Okay,
Also, that pink-haired
Class
girl,
7?
you know,
let's
best
move
character.
out!
Like, she's, like, the best new character that they added into this game. She's so good.
all right.
So a new thing that you'll see for Cold Steel 2 is there's the 2 like action bars at the bottom of the bottom of the screen.
All right.
if you press R2, and you hit an enemy with that attack, that will give you triple advantage. It's the only way you get triple advantage in this game now. You can restore them by breaking boxes and all that stuff. So
Wide open!
There we go. Triple advantage.
yeah, you don't even have to do it as a back attack as well. You can just as long as you just hit them with it, it will give you triple advantage.
Yep. And this time we no longer have the scrolling battle menus. We now have pretty much a sort of like a pull up omnidirectionals.
Yeah. So yeah, so you'll see that like the new layout and stuff. So if you press up on the D-pad, these are brave orders. These are new from 3. These will be in 3, 4, and Reverie. They give you special bonuses throughout just a specific number of turns.
Okay.
Like Yuna's is you get 4 turns of 300% break damage, and then like if you go to Crazy Hunt, 6 turns of 50% critical you have 6 turns of a 50-50 chance to crit, and your strength and speed goes up for 2 turns.
Wow.
Yeah. So these all really help. The way you have them is there's the brave point gauge in the top corner. That will Sledgehammer will be your best friend. It's 1 BP plus it helps break, because break is something you'll really want to focus on in the coming games. But your brave points also how you can do like rush and burst attacks as well. So you got to manage it a bit more in this game, but it's not too difficult to get a hold.
All right, so might as well start off with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, go for it.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
So you get 4 turns of 3 times the amount of break damage.
All right.
Which is helpful because Yuna is the break queen.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
I got this.
Yeah. So the bottom bar with the shield, that's their break bar.
okay.
And then obviously the top bar is their health bar. So when you break an enemy, it will delay them by a decent chunk, and every attack against them will count as like as an off balance attack. So if you break an enemy, it's an easy way to recharge your brave point gauge and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'm going.
Ooh, 0 order.
0 order, so you could refresh your sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Yes.
And break.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And break.
Break
Sure.
again. There we go.
All right, let's start getting into a little bit of crafts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Rumbling Smash, Reaper's Whirlwind, and Unbound Rage. Okay, so Ash is sort of like the CP buff guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we got Impede. Ooh, got 50% chance of Nightmare, 50% KO. Huh. Oh, let's do Unbound.
Fine.
All right.
Nice.
My
Also,
turn.
towards the end of the game, Ash does have one of the best, like, Ash's VA has like one of the best performances, like,
Ooh, okay.
towards the end. And like this is like towards the end of the game. Like again, if you know, you know.
All right. Blade Dance, but at a price. Impede, Blind, okay. Oh, we can add in so yeah, let's delay these 2.
Strike! There!
And Thrust.
It's mine! It's my turn!
Alright, crafts. Okay, we got Cross Break, Gemini Blast, and Brave Smash. Okay, so Seal.
Yeah, that's nothing to as well, Anki. It's like each yeah, each craft has its
Yeah.
own levels of break damage. So
Okay, so and it's a letter ranking. So like cross break has the best chance out of all these to break. And,
yeah.
All right.
Also, Yuna's weapon is very unique. Because if you go back real quick, if you press R2,
Yep.
she goes into gunner mode, which her basic attack will now have a bit more of an AoE effect to it, whereas striker mode is solely for single targets. And
Okay.
the thing, striker mode will do single target and a lot of break damage, whereas like gunner mode still does decent break damage, but it's in a wider area kind of thing. So
Okay. So right now we can't set up to hit multiple people, so it's best to keep on striker. So
thing is, striker is good for like when you're against bosses and stuff. Gunner is good when you're surrounded by a lot of enemies.
You can't escape! Fire! Our chance!
It's mine.
Yes!
there we go. Now we're down to 1. Let's see here. Can we? No, we cannot delay. So we have a chance to freeze though with this. So
Azure wings, shoot! Let's go!
It's nearly dead anyway, so 1 mana.
It's mine!
There we go.
yeah, there we go.
You're amazing, Ash.
You just realized that now?
I won't go easy!
All right.
Hey, you! Rest in peace! Yeah!
And
Nice.
Keep it up!
could have gone for the burst, but
All right!
That's fine. I'd probably say save the if you get to it, save the burst because you'll
Yeah.
need it for later on.
all right. There we go.
There! Wide open!
It's mine!
All right,
Very
1
well.
down.
Strike! It's down!
It's mine!
I'll end it!
There we go.
It's my turn.
Huh.
Don't
Let's
look
see
at
if
me
we
like that.
can break this one.
Ow!
Oh, it resisted, but it broke.
No.
Good.
My turn!
Now just gotta pick apart the rest of these.
Yeah!
Yep.
All right! Set!
Get into the groove.
Striker!
Because first you break, and then you and then you take them out.
Yep.
My turn.
Yeah!
Ah, let's keep moving.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get into the groove of CS3's like new combat. So
Yeah, especially if you're already familiar with like the trails sort of like style combat and
also somehow they made Rean
Let's wipe
fucking
'em out.
stronger in this game.
all right.
Because you know how much of a CP merchant that Rean is, like he can easily regenerate it, right? Yeah, they made it like 10 times fucking easier for him in this game. He's so violent in this
Strike!
game.
My
Oh
turn.
god.
All right, break. And
Here we go! Set! Gunner!
Okay. Nope. can't. Oh, we can target these two.
Our chance!
It's mine!
Yes!
Okay, broke. Still got a little bit left, but we can easily break that by the time.
My turn!
It's almost unfair how good Rean is.
It really is. Like, it's genuinely so unfair. Because he gets Gale super early in this game too, and they increase the cost of Gale from 35 CP to 80,
It's my
but
turn!
it doesn't matter when Rean can regen about 200 CP if he kills someone in this game. Like, it's not
mine.
even close. Like, it's like, oh cool,
My turn.
we balanced it to make sure like people aren't gonna spam Gale anymore.
Now, let's
People
continue on.
spam it even more in this game. Like, also doesn't help that CS3 does add something new to the Arcus systems, the Arcus as well, but that'll get explained later.
Yep. Alright. Oh, and even though we haven't taken a single point of damage yet, but might as well rest.
Yeah, always good. I mean, I always do it whenever I see like a healing station. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
rest just in case.
Oh, big boys.
They're huge!
Sleipnir.
Cutting-edge machines employed by the Stahlritter.
One thing after another. What kind of circus is this?
An extravagant one with a high price for admission.
Class 7, our goal is to eliminate these targets.
Fire up those
These
combat
ones
links.
are actually
We
with
got work to do.
Duvalie in Cold Steel 2 as well.
Ooh.
They were there when
This one might be worth my time.
go and fight Duke Cayenne. Not Cayenne, sorry, Alvarea in
Alright.
Orox 4.
Okay, let's see if we can at least get some start on breaking these things.
You're mine!
Oh,
It's down!
No, it's good though. Nice, correct.
it didn't react.
My
in
turn.
time.
Nope.
At the very least, we can stall them.
It's my
Yep.
turn.
Okay, you're 90% chance to charm.
Yeah. When I was doing my current run of Cold Steel 3, I was turning Rean into a crit machine because you can
Don't look at
actually
me like that.
track crit percentage in this game now, in the series now.
Let's go!
So yeah,
There, Ash!
that's gonna be
Leave it to
fun.
me!
Okay, good.
All right!
That accomplished what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Take this!
And break.
I got this.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah! Yeah!
Keep it up!
Let's get the assist.
My
in.
turn.
Mhm.
And we can't.
That you could S break onto that
Yeah.
onto that draft. Onto that critical, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna wake up and you don't want to waste it. It's R2.
Yeah.
Or you can attack and then while they're attacking, S break onto whatever, from whatever one.
All right. Oh,
Or you
wait,
could
oh,
blade
wait.
dance instead.
Ooh,
That might
yeah.
be better.
Yeah.
Blade dance and then use cut as craft. Ragnar strike.
Let's go.
Is he? Wait, he doesn't have the.
Yeah, it does.
He's under.
You can S break instead. Oh no, wait, he doesn't have enough CP.
Yeah.
You can you S break someone else onto it then.
Yeah. Let's do. Yeah, let's do.
Units Excel breaker.
This is it!
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, my model's a little bit
One more!
big as far as.
I'll finish it.
It's all good.
Excel Breaker!
There we go.
There we go. I'm a little
My
bit
turn.
small here in the corner, but
It's all good.
there we go. Just making sure that I didn't crop out at the wrong point. So, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Let's see. With that, okay, we can at least. Yeah, we can
I'm going.
take care of that.
Yeah. Now's our chance.
It's mine!
Yeah, it's it.
My turn.
Get our brave points back up.
Each down.
It's mine!
And it should be able to. Yep, they'll finish it off. Hey,
Yeah.
only took a little bit of damage.
We did it!
Indeed. Good work.
Crap!
Thing is, you can only
They can
romance three
self-destruct.
people, three of the girls in this
Stand
game,
back. Clown Soleus.
being Laura, Emma, and Elisa. Funny enough, Elisa's the only one that gets a fucking kissing scene in this game as well, which is, I think, unfair. I love Elisa, don't get me
That
wrong,
was a
but
close
like,
one.
you could treat Laura and Emma with the same, you know,
Thanks,
Yeah.
Allie.
thing. But
And
it's
Sammy,
fine.
too.
They were really trying to push that that particular ship there.
You're
They were.
welcome.
Mhm.
However, the name's Sammy.
I was hoping we would have a minute to ourselves.
Nah, we're too popular.
So you sensed us coming?
The Stall Ritter.
The stout and the sharp.
Hello. We meet again, children of Class 7. I didn't think you'd make it all this way on your own.
Do you intend to overcome certain death without the Ashen Chevalier?
Cute! Now cut the shit!
We know how much stronger than us you are, but we refuse to stand by as you
Also,
do
if
your
you
bidding.
press R1, you get it auto changes it.
Okay.
I respect
Just
that
in case.
fire. I will give you my utmost in battle.
You'll do as a delectable appetizer before the main course.
Now, show me your strength.
And they
Can
get
you
to act
fledglings
first.
handle
Of
this?
course.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
So yeah, this will be your final fight for for this prologue-y kind of portion of the game.
All right. So.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I was able to push her enough.
You're mine!
All right!
Okay, you need to start getting your CP back.
Set! Striker! Yeah!
I'm going.
All right. Don't need to worry about healing as of yet.
No. Also, I will say, Muse, who's the green-haired chick, she is your arts
Yeah.
user.
HP. Ooh.
You can also get arts to 100% crit rate, by the way, in this game. It's not that fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Told you, this game is legit the Fire Emblem Awakening of the series.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be a forced lose.
Well, it's not necessarily a forced lose. Like you as I said, you get them to the end of their HP thresholds, and that's it.
When an attack misses, target will counterattack
Yeah,
the attacker is within range.
Very well.
All right. Okay. No special conditions out there.
Arcus, activate.
Sure.
Okay, you seem to be a little bit more susceptible to damage. I haven't been.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Oh yes, you do have impede. So.
Take this!
Yeah.
Okay, they resisted the blind.
Gaze into the evil eye!
Yeah, that's the thing is, bosses, you can't really inflict status elements on them.
Yeah.
They did rename a lot of the, not a lot, but they renamed some of the arts in this game, as well as
Heavy divider!
gave you new ones. Also, some of the master courses are changed as well, but they do the same thing. If you wanted to, you could brave point, you could brave order sledgehammer,
Yeah.
because when a boss goes into an enhanced state, they get stronger,
My
but
turn.
it's easier to break them as well.
Okay.
They take more break damage.
All right.
So that's a good way to balance it.
Strike. Sure.
Yeah, that's also true. When
Yeah.
they enhance, they'll use their Ashcraft as well.
You're mine.
You could use that, and then you could probably. Oh, that's good.
Crush.
Right.
Get him, you
Yeah.
grit.
Good.
Leave it to me! No!
Is that unbroken?
Yep. She's broken.
There we go. I think. Oh wait, no. Yun doesn't have a lot of CP. Okay, so that's fine. Just target an AR. I'd say. Just to replenish the your gauge.
Our chance!
And
It's
I
mine.
think you could also just like move Muse out of the way,
Yeah.
so that maybe circle.
Circle. Yep.
You could just so it's just not gonna hit.
Yep.
Heavy divider!
Very well.
Well done, Azza, you missed.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Anaya is close to her HP threshold. Yeah, I'd say just target Anaya.
Yeah. Eight's down.
I'd say, I was gonna say, if you rush, because you're gonna get, because
I got this.
you get because one of the new AT bonuses is you get BP up either 1 or 3. But yeah, it's fine. Or you could then, if you hit an A, you can then burst.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's down! Everyone, go!
Leave it to me!
I got it.
All right.
At least it's not like it's only one of them, so it's fine.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. At least it's not like in Reverie where you can just fucking
What
jump
fun.
an enemy with like
Indeed.
7
They
people.
have quite a bite to them.
I'm not even kidding.
They're acting like we're nothing to them.
It's better to assume they're
Reverie's
conserving their
the
energy.
Jujutsu Kaisen
Why the
of
hell are you two
fucking
playing around?
of the Trails games. You just jump people with like a multitude of like
Stop
of
wasting
other
time
jump
before our
enemies
main
with
enemy
multitude of
shows up.
people. Hi, people.
You're here early.
And so ends our fun.
How much you want to bet when we replay
That's the
this
head knight
particular
of the
fight
stall
there's
ritter.
going to be a lot more
Duvalita
turn
Swift.
order conditions?
She'll be trouble.
I
She
mean,
may be
possibly.
kind of a
Yeah.
ditz, but she's fast.
You'll also probably
you
be a
calling
lot
a ditz?
stronger at this point
Cocky
than
little
you are
hatchling.
when you come here in the game than you are right now.
Ines, Anea! We'll put a stop to them with our Radiant Star
Yeah,
formation!
Ines is the one with the
Very
halberd,
well.
and Anea is the one
Yeah.
with the spot.
Yeah.
Don't
They
hate us
both
for
have
what's about
really
to
interesting
happen.
backstories, especially in Anea.
It's just like before.
That the best you got? Bring it on!
Prepare for...
Not so fast.
Ooh. Is it the boy?
It's more than just the boy.
Ooh.
Milliam, Sarah.
Ooh. Neat.
Goodness!
Sooner than we expected.
Uses Gaius and Rean.
Wow.
We made it.
Also, Gaius in this game,
Excuse us. Oh,
so good.
How am I not surprised?
Told you. Glory hound.
Instructor.
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to be in the left wing?
the paths meet up here, so we decided to see how things were going for you.
Seeing all the paths firsthand, I understand why they call this fortress impregnable.
Leave them to us. We're almost there. See you again at the tower.
Also, Gaius is
Yes,
Hawk friend,
Instructor.
Zio.
Thank you.
Yeah. I believe we got a little preview
Fine.
of the Hawk front end
Just be
too.
careful.
Yes, we did.
Charging headfirst into your graves, are you? Don't say I didn't warn you. If you're insistent on challenging our lord, I will cut you down right here and now. To arms, Class 7, Ashen Chevalier!
All right.
And there you get the opening. Green jump scare. That's where that gift comes from. Yuna, Kurt,
Altina.
Teeny.
Yeah.
Muse, and Ash. At least his outfit is getting so fucking good.
It's patty cakes.
Yeah, Aurelia's here. She's so fucking funny. Cedric, you little shit on the ring of fucking neck. Ooh, I hate Cedric. You will hate Cedric too. Ooh, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Me when I see Cedric, me when I get you, me when I fucking get you. Also, look, it's totally not Crow, guys. Look at him, it's totally not Crow. It's not. It's totally not Carly. This is.
He's just wearing a mask for decoration. It's not totally hiding anything or any obvious thing.
Oh, totally not. Also, spoiler.
Yeah.
I love the fact. Not that. Is the fact that like Aryan Road, right? Because she wears a mask. Because that's the whole point of Aryan Road, is that she wears a mask to conceal her identity, and then the first thing they fucking show you is her without her mask on. But it's fine, it's whatever. I do love the opening though. The opening's really good.
Yeah. And yes, thank you. Toa did make an appearance. I know that's your girl. And Toa is awesome. I will.
Oh, she is 100%. I gave in my stream run of Cold Steel 2, I gave the angel wings and the halo because it's what she deserves.
I believe I did the same thing.
I do like Rean's coat in this game. I do prefer his CS2 outfit a bit more though, but this coat is really nice.
Yeah. It definitely screams more status. As it's pretty much understandable, as he's pretty much now a war hero.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, he is. He's the hero of the Empire. Because that's what Osborn gave him. He named him the Ashen Chevalier at the end of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Then he was kind of instrumental in the Northern War as well, which happened during the time skip, which was a war that
have we nearly arrived?
Because of what the Northern Jaegers had done throughout the Civil War, i.e. burning fucking Keldor to the ground.
Yeah.
And then also their attack on Ymir as well.
Sorry, I had to be cooped up in Corellia Fortress this past month.
War
And
on
I'm sure this isn't
Northumbria,
exactly a
where the
first-class cabin
Northern
either.
Jaegers are from. And after that,
Not
kind
to
of
worry.
annexed
This is something that
Northumbria
needed to be
into Erebonia. So Rean
While
was
resting,
also
the drain
involved
on
in
my
that, but he
energy
was
is
also trying to
insignificant.
make sure civilians got out and all that
Besides,
stuff. And then
if it will
he
reduce the burdens you shoulder, I am more than
kind
happy
of
to
doesn't
comply.
remember a lot of the Northern War because
I'd think there was a human in there if I didn't already know
Shit
that was you
happened.
talking.
that's
Thanks,
all I'll say,
Velomar.
because it's a spoiler on what happens, because they dance around it, but like you'll understand what happens later. But yeah, all I can say is bad shit happens to Rean in the Northern War.
Crying out loud. Don't know what all
Hello,
the fuss
Agate.
is about.
These two
They
are
really
returning
need us to
characters from the Sky
supervise
Trilogy.
unloading this junk?
The red-head is Agate, and the blonde-hair is Tita. Tita is great. Agate
Picture
has the worst
that
mouse
going
squats
through a
in the fucking
landing
game.
port.
Wow.
Agate is a physical attacker,
I'd heard about him, but
yet
seeing
they
one
give
up
him
close
master
is
quartz
wild.
that enhances his arts.
Wonder what they're doing here.
Ouch.
Make
A
sense.
7 ards tall humanoid weapon.
Agate's cool though.
Panzer Soldats or
I like
something,
Agate
yeah?
a lot, but like
No,
your
I don't think so.
your master quartz sucks.
This is the Ashen Knight, isn't it?
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I wouldn't have expected a civilian to know that, much less someone from outside Erebonia.
Let's just say I'm a little interested in things like this.
A little? Your whole family goes nuts for this kind of stuff. But how'd you know we're not from around here?
You have just the tiniest sliver of an accent. I'm guessing you're from somewhere down south? Liberal, maybe?
Is it that easy to tell?
Bingo. So what? That makes you the Ashen Chevalier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised you knew that too.
Agate is also a bracer, by the way.
Schwarzer, are you back here?
I believe he's either B or A rank. I can't remember. I think he's A rank.
Oh,
which makes him the
We'll be
same
arriving
rank
in 5
as
minutes.
Sarah.
Are you prepared?
No,
Okay.
Toval's B rank. I was gonna say it's the same as Toval, but no, Toval's
All
B
set.
rank.
I'm good to go whenever.
Sorry for
He is
holding you
A-rank?
up.
Okay.
Yeah,
We gotta
he is
get ready
A-rank, yeah.
ourselves.
That's
And
right.
also, welcome back, Patty
Thanks
Cakes.
for talking with us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick's actually really good in this game.
Who are
Yeah,
those
his
two?
character development
They
is
didn't appear to be
fantastic.
your everyday civilians.
They're from Liberal. I guess they're getting off soon, too. Something tells me I'll be seeing more of them at my new job.
Oh,
We
is
do
that
like
so?
Patrick. No.
I admit.
Also,
I have
this
heard
game
the
also
rumors.
turns Rean into yeah. If you thought Rean was protective of Elise beforehand, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh. Mm.
Now arriving at
Let's
Leave
just hope
Station.
that
Leave Station.
a certain princess
We
doesn't
will
have
be
a
stopped
hard-on
for
for
10
that
minutes
particular
to unload
ship.
cargo.
No.
Okay.
No,
good.
Rean plays it. No, it's played up for like Rean being like the there's overprotective brothers, and then there's like whatever the fuck Rean is in Cold Steel 3. He openly threatens to kill 3 people because they tried to
It would
touch
appear
Elise, by
little
the
has
way. in this
changed.
game.
The Ashen Knight is
To
as
his
beloved
students,
by
he
the
says,
masses as ever.
there's only one solution for this. They die in front of his students and Elise.
Past year.
He says he's going to kill them
Turned down all the interview requests
because
I've
they
been
tried to
bombarded with.
kill. Because they
It's
tried to
little
grab
wonder then.
Elise.
For a young hero like yourself, such actions only serve to grant you an irresistible air of mystery. The rumors of your role in the Northern War have, by
they
this
play up
point,
Rean's like
far
overprotectiveness
outstripped the truth.
for at least like as a gag than like it being anything serious.
Okay.
My apologies. That was a regrettable slip of the tongue.
No, it's all right. It's just something I'll have to deal with. Thank you, Patrick. For the last 2 years, you've helped me out more times than I can count.
Well, that was sudden. I have simply been performing my duty as a member of the glorious Class
Hey,
1.
Moon, how's it going?
Of course I could spare some consideration for a hapless classmate with barely enough attendance to graduate. One who has unreasonable tasks thrust upon him on a near-daily basis, yet somehow manages to triumph regardless.
And you said I was sudden. You're serving as the deputy of the Marquis's family in Ordis now, right? I'm sure that's no walk in the park either, but I know you'll give it everything you've got.
But of course, there's no way I can allow us to fall behind House Alberea. I recommend you do the same for whatever may come at your unique new workplace. And seeing as she is not so terribly far, do be sure to keep in touch with Lady Elise. Perhaps you might even put in a good word.
Still trying
Thanks
to
again for all your help, Patrick. But that's an entirely different matter. Take care. Hope to see you again soon.
Indeed.
How you doing today, Moon? Hope that you're having a wonderful day.
Oh yes, it nearly slipped my mind. About that pledge Class 7 made 1 year ago. I hope to see it come to fruition.
Oh.
He turned into Teacher Gremlin. Yes, he has. And he's going to be teaching a bunch of gremlins as we're going to be meeting probably not too far away from now.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Also, I do like that they actually make the rest of like not just like the ones that Rean teaches, like Una, Kurt, Altina, but like they make the rest of the students like actual characters and get them involved at points too. They're really good. I do think there's probably at least one other character I would have added into new Class 7, but I'll mention them whenever we see them.
Okay.
One or two, maybe second one. It's not Tita. Tita would have been cool in Class 7, but there's like two I would have.
Here I am.
As one, again, I was going to say one, maybe two, I would have added it. Yeah, we're not interested anymore. This is Leaves.
Oh, okay.
Because initially, Coastal 1 and 2 take place on the I think it's the eastern side of Erebonia, and this game takes place on the western side of Erebonia.
Okay.
Both 3 and 4
never been
take
to the
place
suburbs
more on
west
the
of
west
Heimdall
side of
before.
Erebonia than they do.
Almost reminds me of Trista. There are even Lino flowers blooming.
Oh, that's west. I'll go the other way.
Ah, thank you very much for the follow, Lexi Zone. Hey, how's it going? Now we're up to 698 followers. We're only 2 away from 700. So yeah, thank you very much for the support. How's it going?
Trista and the Academy. I wonder how everyone who's still there is doing.
Yeah.
Now Principal Van
I got it
Dyke
wrong.
is
Rean
after
did
returned
say
active duty.
Rean did say west. So yeah,
I
this
never would've
game
dreamed
takes
something
place in the
like that
west.
would happen.
Trista takes place in the east.
Yep.
That must
Funny
be it
enough,
there.
the west half of
I can tell
Erebonia
it's
was
brand
where
new even from here.
Prince Oliver
They
and
said
that
they
went
take
during
Valimar to the
Civil War as
hangar
well.
on site.
Rean?
Huh?
This bit does kind of crack me up sometimes.
There's
Wow, the magazines don't do you justice. You look so mature now.
Oh, wait.
Of
Wait,
course,
hold
of
on.
course you
I accidentally crad.
Yeah.
My apologies.
If you
I never
click
imagined
on the
we'd end up
D-pad, you'll
working at the
actually
same
get
place.
Okay.
you actually get to see what happens. So yeah. So yeah, that whole rapid fast forward is if you tap L1.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was trying to pause it because I noticed that the ads were running at the at the time, but so yeah, just a little panic there. Okay, so ad break is almost over. Monkman and Matt, hey, how's it going? I am doing fine. Things are doing fine tonight.
Ooh.
And there we go. Everyone should be back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. I thought you already knew.
Well, a lot happened
So
before
the cat
graduation.
gremlin. I'd say
And
he's more the
after
cat
it.
gremlin.
Yeah,
sure
she's
you've heard all
definitely
about
the
it.
cat gremlin.
Of course.
We are playing Trails of
It
Cold
was
Steel
actually
3
one of the
today.
reasons I decided to come
We're
here.
just starting
But
off
it
the
sure was
game,
a nice
so
surprise to hear you'd be
going
joining
through a
me.
little prologue stuff.
Same for me.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, congratulations on graduating, Rean. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who want to say that to you. But I figured I'd do it before anyone else.
Thanks, Toa. Wait, do you want something more professional, like Ms. Herschel now?
Don't worry about it. Toa is just fine. Remember what I said when we first met? There's no need for formalities with me. Miss Herschel is awfully tempting.
Thank you very much for the sub. Hey.
Hey, nice.
So, Toa, you've been here a little while now, right?
Actually,
what's our new
they're gifting
workplace
us
like?
up to a variety of chefs.
Well,
Hey.
I'm sure they told
Thank
you
you
a
very
bunch
much for
of
the
different
gift.
things when you accepted your position. But I think this job is going to turn out to be a
So yeah,
lot
we
more
are now
difficult
up
than you
to 2
expect.
subscribers.
Will it?
Man,
I've been
only
mentally
3 away
preparing
from our
myself for the
first sub
worst.
goal. Man,
I just hope
thank
I'm
you very
ready.
much.
Have you already met all of our colleagues?
Yeah, we've all met. You're the last to arrive. I'll introduce
And also
you to
thank you
them.
very much for the follow
But
as
brace
well,
yourself, okay?
Monkman Matt. Thank you very much.
I feel like the butterflies in my
Now
stomach
should be
have
up to
turned into stampeding
699 followers,
motorcycles.
only one more
okay.
away
I'm
from
in the
our
same
next
boat as
follower
you.
goal of 700.
Let's
We're
work
getting
together
close.
as fellow graduates of Thors and
Uh,
get through this.
No,
Roger
the
that.
Pokemon Marathon is for 10 subs.
Oh, we're
the
here.
first sub goal is actually going to be the Golden Deer hard mode run for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So
Well, at least it's not maddening.
yeah, at least it's not maddening. Yeah.
The color is different, but
Yeah.
it's nice they kept the horned lion crest.
As much as maybe people
This
would
is the
like
main
to sort of like
entrance to our
see
new
that, I am
workplace.
not one to sort of like subject myself to like absolute hardest
Welcome,
difficulties
Rean.
because I
Oh
just
no, I don't. I
The
don't do
newly
that shit. I don't even
established
do with this
Thors
series.
Military
I don't do that
Academy
shit.
branch campus in Leeds.
I just don't
It's like I
find.
say, I want to have fun when I play games.
Yeah, I've talked about
I
it
tend to
several.
play games on like the easiest or second easiest difficulties because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've talked about this like a few times on here on my channel, but I don't find myself raging any bit entertaining. I know how I am when I rage, and I do not find that any bit entertaining. Like, there's a few people out there that can pull off like actual sort of like funny, entertaining raging, like sort of like Markiplier and stuff like that. They can
like the thing is, if you make it so over the top, then I think it can be funny. But if you just make yourself like angry for the sake of being angry, like if you just make yourself angry on stream, then it's just like just not fun.
Yeah.
It's why I don't play Souls games.
Rich Schwarzer, welcome.
There you go.
My goodness. The 3 more. We did it.
I am Michael Irving
Oh my
of the Railway
goodness.
Military Police.
We hit the sub goal.
French campus though it may be,
Hey,
I will do my utmost
thank
to
you very
serve as
much.
chief instructor.
Thank you very much for
lucky
that.
Me.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't expect to run into such a celeb at a place like this.
So yeah. So in the near future, we're going to be doing Fire Emblem 3 Houses Golden
Name's
Deer
Randolph
Run,
Orlando.
which
Got
members
transferred here
of
from the
my
Imperial
Discord
Army
community are going to
crossbow
be
unit.
selecting the
I've been hearing your
classes
name
that
all
I'm going to
over
be
lately.
doing for
Pleasure to
our
finally meet the man
main
himself.
crew. So yeah, thank you very much.
Rean.
Also, meet Randy. Randy is great.
I'm Rean Schwarzer.
Genuinely
Just a
one of the
rookie
best
who
characters.
recently graduated from Thor's main campus. Pleased to meet you, Major Irving, First Lieutenant Orlando.
Likewise. It's an honor to
Let
be
me
able to
ask
work
you
with
one
the famous
question.
Ashen Chevalier.
Who the fuck
Keep in
gave
mind,
you
we're not looking
the
for
talk
heroes
to?
from Divine Knights here. We're
'Cause
only
I don't
interested
remember
in your
giving it to
aptitude
you.
as an instructor.
So shut the fuck up.
Understood.
Dan,
He's from the Railway
you're
Military
asking who
Police.
gave Michael the talking stick?
I certainly didn't expect to find a ranking officer like him working here.
Oh,
Not you.
I guess. Oh, okay.
Not to mention,
Not you.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay.
He
That
did
look
also
tells
scare
me
the
you
shit
know
out
a bit
of
about
Farrah
my
once, and that
sorter's
was fucking
backstory.
hilarious.
Been peeking through the intelligence division's files, I
I
take.
think it was like towards
Yes,
the midpoint of the game
I
or whatever.
can't deny
and
it.
I think Farrah was just like messing
from
around.
what I could tell, it was a
on,
pretty
like, his Arcus
complicated
and whatnot.
situation that sent
And
you
then
here.
like he closed the menu, and then all of a sudden Michael
Not
was
as
like,
complicated
right,
as
like,
yours,
Major
I'm
Michael
sure.
was, like right in his face and scared the shit out of him.
Anyway, all of us instructors are here now.
That's on. I think that's
Major,
on his.
Instructor
That's
Randolph,
on one of his like.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
Like yearly
Indeed.
montages. That one was.
I'm
that
curious
one
to
was
see
quite
what you'll
funny.
bring here. Especially after you turn down a position with us. I've been curious as to why.
So you knew about that?
Oh, that's so? You must be better than you look for the RMP to roll out the red carpet. I heard you graduated early. What are you, like 17 or something?
Actually, I'm 21.
What? Nuh-uh. You're seriously only 3 years younger than me?
4 instructors. That's about what I was expecting, honestly. Are we going to teach the entire curriculum among us, though?
Correct. There aren't many students, but it will still require great work on our part. Training, lectures, all manner of miscellaneous tasks. We will, however, receive assistance from the special advisor and the principal.
We have a special advisor? And what's our principal like?
Well,
let's just say that out of all the people in this great big empire,
Randy
I never
is the
thought
best
I'd meet
rover.
someone quite as intense as our
Oh.
principal.
Do you know who the principal
Really?
is?
Van Dyke?
Try not to be too
I've-
shocked, okay?
That's of the main
met her
campus. Van
before,
Dyke
Rean.
is.
Oh.
Van
Thank
Dyke
you
is
for
the,
waiting.
this is the branch campus.
Ah,
not
yeah,
the
that's
main
right.
campus.
Ah. Oh.
Devil?
Oh.
Meet the principal of those military academy branch campus, the Golden Rakshasa.
My goodness.
And yes, Professor Schmidt is here as well.
Yeah.
Whatever is that
yeah.
slack-jawed expression for?
Yeah, we got Schmidt here, but man, where's Taco when you need him for his love of the white-haired women?
I believe we met during the Civil
filling
War.
his spot.
Or
This
have you
woman.
already forgotten my face?
Again, there is a reason
Not that
this
I
woman
give a whit
gets called,
either way.
like, I call her the woman
No,
boss.
of
She's not a
course
girl
not.
boss. She's a
It's
woman
good to see you
boss.
again, Professor Schmidt. I've always appreciated how you helped me with Valamar's
This
touchy.
woman wears
As I
glasses
said
to
before,
hinder her eyesight. No, I'm not
Though
kidding.
my title is Special Advisor, I
Verbatim
plan to
states
focus
that
only on
in
my
a
research.
conversation she has
Do
with
endeavor
Rean.
to make yourself
that,
useful
like,
to me, Schwarzer.
She says that,
or should I say, Ashen Awakener.
that she says that she wears glasses because her eyes are so like perceptive that she
He was
can
one of
see
Professor Epstein's
specks of
disciples,
dust
right?
in the air.
Or maybe not. You sure he ain't some faker?
God, I love that woman.
He's the real deal.
And yes, we did, Galcian. Yes,
I'm
we
starting
did.
to
Thanks
understand why I
to
got hired here in the first place.
the wonderful monk, man.
never
Matt,
imagined
thank
I
you
would meet
very
you
much once
here.
again. But yeah.
Well, it's been about half a year, hasn't it, Schwarzer? Well, since we've all gathered, allow me to say a few words about myself.
Also, just a quick reminder that Aurelia Le Guin has mastered both Vanda and Arcade scores of
During the
swordsmanship,
Civil War,
aka the two
I was
biggest
the general of
swordsmanship
the
styles
defeated
in the
Noble
entire
Alliance.
empire.
Yep.
I then
Mastered
oversaw the
both of
Northern
them.
War, resulting in the annexation of Northumbria. But you may think of me as Aurelia Le Guin, principal of Thor's branch campus.
We were on opposing sides the last game, but well, might as well be
All
on the
that
same side this
just
time.
to one woman.
Yep.
Yeah,
Guess
she was
it's not
also
so crazy for you to be here after all, eh, Major?
part of the. She was a major part of the Northern War as well, along with
Principal Le
Wallace
Guin,
Bardius
it's time.
as well. She was a
Shall we
major
proceed?
part of that
Yes,
because this
let's
was
begin.
participating in the Northern
Gather up
War
our fledglings and bring them to the
her
grounds.
being the principal of the branch campus
Yes,
was
ma'am.
kind of like
I'll see you soon, Rean.
her penance for like, or her punishment
Alrighty,
for
let's see
her
what kind of guys
activities
and
in,
gals
in
we
the Civil
got.
War. So
Schwarzer,
this was what
see
the
to it you aren't
this
late.
is what Chancellor Osborne did.
Late? To what?
To our entrance ceremony, of course.
What? I had no idea.
That would be
She's
because we
also
set the date and time
because
without telling
like
you.
there aren't that
You'll
many
even be
teachers.
meeting
It's
your
literally just all the ones that you saw.
Exciting, no?
She's also
Show them what it
the,
means to be the Ashen Chevalier.
arts teacher as well.
Oh.
Rean
Starting to
is the
seem like
history
rumors about
teacher.
this place being
Toa
difficult
is
are an exaggeration.
finance.
Yeah, that's
Randy's
understandable.
combat
Right then.
tactics, and I
I
think
should
Major
probably put
Michael
these on.
is like the general studies and like everything in between.
Okay.
And Schmidt is the technology professor.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I want to give to more people. Hey,
don't-
that's
yeah.
understandable. Like,
That's fun. Yeah, all of these. I like all of these people. So that chick in the blue hair, her name's Jessica. I would have added her to
okay.
new class 7. But yeah, all of these like students here, they all have like their own individual personalities, characteristics, backstory. They're all actually, in my opinion, very fucking interesting.
Yeah.
makes it a difference from the students that we saw in 1 and 2.
I will say, yeah, that while there was sort of like a few sort of like nameless faces in Cold Steel 1 and 2, I do think that there were definitely a few standout students outside of like the main class, or actually the main couple of classes that were highlighted.
Yeah. I mean, like you had Monica, who was Laura's friend in like swimming training. You had Alan. You had
seriously
Dorothy.
The Beryl.
Beryl as well.
How unexpected.
Rosine as well.
The
She was a
Ashen
student.
Chevalier.
Monk.
No way.
Because Monk was the radio obsessed one.
Yep. What? Yeah, I remember Monk. Yep.
That girl is.
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddy, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
So yeah, Ash and Muse don't start off in Class 7 initially.
Okay.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance.
And you notice they take from the classes. There's only 3 of them, and they take place. The numbers take on after the classes in the main campus.
We will
1
now
to
have
5.
a word
Then
from our
obviously
principal.
7, 8,
Principal,
9.
if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin.
Well, that's pretty much
Thor's
put
main
it
campus
there,
will be
Aurelia.
welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform. This campus
Still no Class
is a
6.
place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds. Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin, that is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield.
Because there's one thing, if
Such
there's
a
one thing
mindset
Aurelia
is
knows
difficult
how
to
to
learn
do,
in
it's
times
how
of
to
peace.
motivate people.
However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect
Because
environment.
she is still a general
Those
at
who
the
lack
end of
the
the day.
resolve to better themselves,
She is.
to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now, or you run the risk of leaving later, in Adios's arms. Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Dreichels.
Oh. All right. And the 3 are still wondering, wait, what about our assignments?
Ooh.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Just where are we supposed to go? General, Principal, could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations. Your instructor will be him, Rean Schwarzer.
All right. A pretty small and specialized class. Aurelia's a badass. Yeah, pretty much is. No doubt about that.
Well, I mean, if you notice that each class has their own titles. So Randy's in charge of combat tactics, and Toa is in charge of military finance.
Yep.
Major Michael himself doesn't have a class. He doesn't like teach a specific class himself, because he's kind of like the vice principal.
Wow. I looked over the
But
blueprints.
Class 7 has
I didn't
their
think it'd be
own,
this big.
Don't get so excited.
has
This
their own,
facility is nothing remarkable.
title.
As
They
I
are Class
explained
7
before,
Special
much
Operations.
of your duties will be performed here under my direction. I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Yes, sir.
So, she's a student here after all.
The school's big enough for this
the
boy.
name Russell
I mean, with all the students there, you probably could have given Michael his own class to teach, but
And where Class 7 is clearly
also
no
you'll become very
coincidence.
familiar with Einhell Keep. Is this
Only
game's
3
version
students,
of the old schoolhouse?
She's one of them.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must make it through this facility in one piece.
In one piece? What does that mean?
What is this building
We're going
for?
through a long anime journey.
It's
That's what it means.
Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods.
One
of
that I
training.
actually personally enjoy.
The interior is fully controllable via orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels. As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Now I understand. Special operations, indeed. I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name. And it's not just for my students either, is it?
It helps that you're quick on the uptake. That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field. And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Hold on just a second. We did what you said and came here, but what the heck is all this crap? This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford. If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
Yeah, units from Crossbow.
Crossbow. I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now.
Which
at
is
the
where
very least.
the
you give us
police
more
academy,
details?
formerly police academy, now
Certainly.
military police academy.
Instructor Schwarzer
station.
and the 3 of you will enter the keep and stand by for
That's
further
where Wood,
instructions.
graduated from as well.
All right,
Master
so we have
Quartz
read 4
is-
Master Quartz.
While on standby, they will explain
One
their
of the
qualifications as
most
you brief
broken
them on the
game,
use of the
as
Arcus
I
2.
told you earlier.
Understood.
Yep.
Bah! Finally, we can begin the trial. Disciple candidate,
Again,
don't
Rean's
dawdle.
Master
Everything
Quartz is
must be
called
up and
Bridging,
running in
which
10
is essentially
minutes.
just It's
Yes.
just Force, but better. Yuna's one is Scald, which is you won't want to take that one off Yuna. And we've mentioned Sirius.
Yeah.
And then the final one is
Damn.
Altina's one,
It's like
which
this
is
school's even more messed
Deva,
up than I'd
which
heard.
I believe initially has a percentage chance to absorb
non-affiliates stayed off the
arts.
premises.
Like arts that get used on Altina, she has a percentage chance to like absorb them
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble.
and heal
As
herself.
soon
with
as she's
them.
done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place. That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
I'd say that's up to you guys, you know? You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere. Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
Yeah, pretty much. I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
Hey, Sacred, how's it going? Fee and Renee, best girl. For me, my personal best girl is Emma, but that's just me.
You haven't met
A
Ren yet.
facility full of untested mechanisms certainly
Ren
sounds
is
like a
from
playground for
the
the professor.
Crossbow. She's from no Crossbow.
So
She
how
starts
much
in the
do
Sky
you
Games. She's in
already
the
know?
Crossbow Games, but like
Nothing
you
too
haven't met Ren
specific.
yet.
The above ground portion is a
You
cube
might have
measuring
seen
50
Ren.
arch
Ren's
on each side,
the
and the
the
below
girl
ground
with
area is still being expanded.
purple hair and she carries a scythe. You might have seen her.
Yeah,
Are the two of you already acquainted?
You probably have, yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
I just had no idea she'd be one of my students. But that's neither here nor there. Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped. I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself? We all know you're Rean Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier. The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student.
Yeah.
Not to
I'm
mention
gonna
the
have to
occupation
dip
of
here
Crossbell.
because it's
I'm
almost
sure
getting to
everyone in
1:30
Erebonia
midnight.
knows who you are. Probably
For me,
everyone
so-
in Crossbell, too.
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork.
Yes,
Then,
you
during
did.
the Northern War last October, you worked
So
alongside
I'll
General Le
I'll
Guin
talk to
and
you later
Brigadier
because
General
I've got
Bardius
to
to
dip because
annex
it's
North
getting
Ambria.
very late for me.
Le Guin? Like, our principal? Wait, what? And he helped occupy North Ambria?
Would love to play these games?
That's erroneous. The actual circumstances were.
You're both very well informed.
I'd say they're definitely worth
calling me a
the
hero
investment. So
is a bit much.
They definitely are,
I'd
yeah.
still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Rean Schwarzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today.
not
I'll be
on
overseeing
Xbox?
martial
Okay.
arts and
Yeah,
Panzer Soldat training outside the
That is
classroom.
a little bit of a
Inside
problem
the classroom,
there.
I'll be teaching history. That is, of course,
I mean, it
in
is
addition
available
to being
on
the homeroom
PC,
teacher
correct?
for Class 7 Special Operations.
A lot of these.
I'll go next.
Ah, okay. Looks like, Dan looks like he had to because he is
My name is
over
Kurt Vander.
across the
I'm
pond,
from
and
the
it is
capital.
quite a bit
I've
late.
heard
so.
more than just the common stories about you.
So
You're a
yeah, we're going to
Vander.
be going ahead on our
That would
own
make
with
you
this.
General Zex and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle. Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it doesn't look like
It's
them.
true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
By the way, are those glasses fake? They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Oof.
Kurt's voiced by Zoji. Ooh, yeah, I
Fashion
did
is clearly
recognize
not
it a
their
little bit.
intended
Yeah,
function.
so interesting.
All right, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother. I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy. And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions. So, when you say police academy, you're
just
talking
there,
about the
like,
military
there,
police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation. You guys are the ones who changed it. Are you saying I can
Erica
only
Harlacher.
call it by
Nice.
the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being
Hey,
insensitive.
not me and Ezu. How's it going? Thank you very much for
Well,
the check-in. How's it
I
going?
might have overreacted, but I still don't accept that name.
Yeah.
Here, the
It's
Anna.
completely understandable.
Thank you very much for the headband.
I'm last then.
Should need to watch the entire Legend of Heroes long play. Ooh. Like Kiseki
Altina
is.
Orion, formerly
it can
part
have
of the
its little weird
Imperial
points,
Army's
but I'd say
Intelligence
it's
Division.
Yuna's angry cat.
Isn't that
Yeah,
classified?
you could definitely say that.
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here. On paper.
On Front Persona,
Please,
yeah.
think nothing of it.
I feel as though I've just heard something I
Yeah,
shouldn't have.
I can hear it a
The
little bit. Yeah.
Intelligence Division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
There's that snark.
Yep, there's the snark. There we go.
Thank you for waiting.
Oh.
Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial. If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
I was under the impression she was a student like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment. Each of you were given one of these, right?
Minted, no arguments. Well, I won't argue that's your
I
girl.
was sent one, but
Like I
haven't
said a
turned it
little
on yet.
bit earlier, Emma's my personal favorite.
It's
so.
a battle orbment. Normal battle orbments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects. They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbal arts, among other things. But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Interesting.
I only like
It's a little different from the Enigma
actually
models
very
in
much likes
Crossbell.
Emma's personality.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford
Honestly,
Company
figure
and
really
Epstein
didn't have
Foundation.
too much to do with it.
I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah.
Started with
I'll
Zero
explain how they
playing
work.
CS.
Now, each of you take one of these.
You've gone a little bit further into sort of the whole thing than I have, but I've only been playing the
master quartz.
The
the cool
Enigmas
steel
did have
games.
these.
So
The basics should be the same. Go ahead and set your master quartz in the central slot.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
all right. Learning about our Arcus units as well as the orbments. Started with CS1, it had to stop due to massive family. All right. Yep, the Master Quartz special kinds it'd be set into the center. New Arcus to battle ornaments. These quartz are stronger and more adaptable than regular quartz. We all am familiar with that. So, current story objective is always displayed. All right. All right, time to. All right, so Bridget, killing enemies restores CP, pretty much in line with everything else that Rean has gotten. As far as his starting Master Quartz, CP regeneration. Star Wars Yoko's on sale. Nice. I need to watch all of it through. Long play that. Too bad I have. All right, so.
Whoa.
They do include the TLDR.
I can feel it
yeah,
working.
Yes, they do.
Now that you've set your Master Quartz, you're synced with your Arcus units. You should be able to notice a significant difference in combat. All right.
Okay, now this is new.
How long do you intend to keep me waiting?
Yep, I am very much familiar with
Sorry,
that.
Professor.
I have to have
We're ready.
data for both
Then
1
let's
and
not
2, so
waste
that's
any
good.
more time. Level 0 begins on floor B1. The trial will be considered completed once you return to ground level.
Professor, is it that red love? Sir, you shouldn't use that.
Oh, don't act like you have a lick of common sense. You're Albert's granddaughter.
Nope.
It's time we saw what Class 7's Special Operations is made of.
Man, we're getting thrown right
I'm
into the
curious
fire
to
here.
see if you can survive with a passing score.
Hey, watch the floor!
Huh?
What? Right yourself and brace for the landing. Altina, you.
Clown Soleus.
Yep.
Never mind.
Never mind. Yep, she's got the little robot doll.
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up.
It's confused. Has difficulty.
It was Yuna, correct?
Huh?
That is very much understandable as well. Like,
My apologies, but if you could move. It's not that you're heavy, but I'm having trouble breathing.
Help, it's again. Yep. It's again.
Well then,
It is very, very much
history
again.
repeats itself.
Yeah.
The floor appears to be padded, so bruising should not be an issue. How strangely like the obscene positions you often find yourself in, Instructor Rean.
Please don't say things that'll give people the wrong impression. Oh,
damn it.
Wow. I'm surprised you're already calling me an instructor.
That is your current designation.
And get ready for the slap.
I assure you, I didn't intend for this to happen. Then again, I suppose intent is irrelevant. I won't make any further excuses. You may hit me if it'll make you feel better.
How very admirable of you. You being so calm about it just pisses me off even more. So I think I'll take you up on that.
Yep, there's the slap. Didn't seem like a little hard of a slap, though.
Erebonian boys are just so... Ugh!
I do not believe his nationality was a factor.
You were just a little unlucky.
Not unlucky. I lacked the expertise to make a proper landing. That resulted in embarrassment for one of my classmates. I admit my fault.
Oh, at least
I
he's very...
see. He's so mature for
Yeah,
his
he is
age.
very mature. Yeah.
Well, minus one stinging cheek, the three of you look fine to me. So, it's time to begin storming the keep. But first, I'll need each of you to show me your weapons.
This whole thing is a joke, right? Do we really have to play along?
I know the professor, and he isn't the type to joke around. He's serious about measuring each of our abilities. I want to learn everyone's combat styles so we can work together and get out of here safely.
Understood. These are my weapons.
Dual blades.
Two swords?
That takes skill.
You're using the Vanderschool's dual blade style then. I knew of it, but I've never met a practitioner.
I admit our great sword style has far more notoriety. but that style also requires one to be born with a broader physique. These blades are better suited for the likes of me.
I didn't realize. Well, Yuna, how about you?
I'm still not down for all this. But I get it. This is a military academy, so here you go.
Gun Tapas.
Another dual wielder.
You use side handle batons?
They look a little more complicated than that. What are they exactly?
These are gunbreakers. Special tonfa with guns
Yep.
installed. Developed by the one and only CGF. They can switch between melee and mid-range firing.
An intriguing weapon.
A Crossbell Guardian Force, right? If I recall, First Lieutenant Orlando was once part of it. He'd left long before the occupation disbanded them, though. Good to know. We'll see how well they work in action today. You do seem to know your way around them.
Of course I do. I trained with them at the police academy. And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
We'll see where everyone stands once we've engaged in actual combat. You're up next, Altina.
Yeah, although Rean
Understood.
already knows what she wields.
Hold up. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. Who let a kid enroll at a military academy?
I've been curious about that myself. She claimed to be with the intelligence division, but surely she won't be joining us in battle.
Well, personally, I agree, but
There is no need for concern. My physical age is approximately 14 years old. I am no small child.
Physical age? No, you're definitely small.
I also have my weapon, the basis for my admittance into the intelligence division.
Yep. Yep, the black puppet.
What the hell?
This explains that black shadow I thought I saw earlier.
Clown Soleus, a combat shell. The latest version of the line of special weaponry. Further details are classified. Suffice to say, it will contribute to our overall fighting strength.
Yep.
Are things like that normal in the Empire?
Of course not. It's my first time seeing something like this, too.
We're a little bit more familiar
Golden
with it than
Rakshasa,
you two are, but
the Ashen Chevalier, and even a girl like her. What manner of place is this branch campus?
I don't blame either of you for having questions, but we can save them for another time. By the way, this is my weapon.
Yep.
Of course. The Tachi is used by students of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school.
Just like back then. I mean, it's just like the sword Arios used.
Right. It's not an Imperial-style sword. It comes from the East. I guess the Divine Blade of Wind is pretty famous in Crossbell, huh?
Yeah, I'd
A
say
lot
he's a little bit
happened,
more
but
than
he still has plenty
famous
of
there.
fans. Even when a certain empire has made him a wanted man.
Yeah, I suppose so. That covers everyone then. Let's be on our way. We're currently on floor B1.
All right.
If we make it back up to ground level, this little trial will be over. I'll give you some tips along the way on combat, how to use arts, and your Arcus units. Follow me and proceed carefully and deliberately.
All right, time to
Okay,
get going.
let's just go.
I'll give it my all.
Commence mission.
All right, about the notebook. I can open the notebook by pressing the pad while on the field or on the main screen of the camp menu. The notebook will automatically record information on a variety of subjects, and more tabs will be unlocked as the game progresses. In tab of the notebook, you can check your overall rating and navigation log can be down there. All right. Got the mini map. Yep. You can change the party order.
The entrance is right over there.
Okay, so
Let's
you
move out
can
as soon as we're ready.
Yes, sir.
Will it be
Just
using
what the
cheat
heck
builds?
is all this?
This is my first time playing Cold Steel 3, so as far as like sort of like builds, I will be when sort of like he is helping me out. X Daily S'more X, who was here with us a little bit earlier, will be sort of like helping me out, sort of like with some stuff as far as like knowing what is sort of like more popularly used. But I will be also sort of like experimenting on my own as I can. All right. Okay, so we don't have any new stuff. She already has Silver Thorn. All right, so Deva is time and evades enemy magical attacks. Grants stronger counterattacks after evading. Yeah, Xeris is going to be incredibly broken once we get that thing leveled up. And then Scald increases break damage when HP is high. So Yep. Our boy Kurt is very much the evasion tank. He is very much the fee of this particular class 7. And much in some ways, from what I understand, he is well, at least in this particular game, he's probably a lot better than a lot of what we've seen of Fee thus far. All right. All right, let's go ahead. Coming against walking the enemy field. Yep. Let's give you enough assault points. You can press R2 to activate assault attack. Laura the Dragon Slayer and Laura is a lot of fun to play as well, and you can get some extremely broken stuff. I'll say you get some good rewards from completing notes, especially in battle. Ooh, okay.
There we strike.
All right, so we're already triple advantage. So we got turnover. Yep. Got the AT bonuses. Got the heals, got the EP heals, the CP ups, the BP ups, critical, Seraph up, guard break. Ooh, guard break. 0 arts and 0 order. All right. I'm gonna go ahead attack. Yeah, this thing's not gonna last very long. And Rean has access to some arts, Crimson Slash and Crimson Flash. I'm not gonna. Hold on. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's get back. All right. It was nice that bullshit. Yeah. Impede is very much a very, very useful ability to utilize, especially when you're facing some really powerful arts users. So, not bad for our first battle. No one's hurt, right? Altina, right? You're not bad. You are correct. I can't keep up. I still find it hard to believe such a thing as combat shells exist. It seems like she's very skilled at controlling it. That much is true. But it's also true that she's younger than the two of you. You both seem experienced in combat, so I'd appreciate it if you could support her. I planned to do that from the start anyway. Doesn't seem like the monsters will be too much of a challenge, so we shouldn't have any problems. I'm sure Crossbell's cutting-edge weapons will show their worth eventually. Almost seems like water and oil, those two. Wonder if they hook up. Don't talk like it doesn't involve you. Come on, everyone. Let's keep moving. If you play Altina in her basic, her basic attack will dizzy most. Ooh, interesting. The bonk golem. Yeah, got statuses. All right.
Hey-ya!
What?
It's my
Very
turn.
well.
I shall go.
All right. Got the rest station. Yeah, orb and charge statement. Yep. Too bad this thing can't recharge CP. That's always the one thing I always end up having a problem with the previous Cold Steel games is that CP can be really hard to come by unless your name is exactly Rean. Insect monster. It looks like it's a pretty hard shell. It seems very agile too. Enemies with either of those characteristics are best dealt with by using arts. That's exactly right, Kurt. Let's try it out. Zerum powder addiction.
Yeah.
And Dizzy.
Our chance to attack.
Double advantage. Alright, time to use arts. Firebolt.
Very well.
Don't know what these guys' weaknesses are yet, so.
Here I go. Set gunner.
Alright. Not.
Set striker.
Let's start breaking these things.
Now.
No, it can't. Okay. Not close enough, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break and gone.
Huh. Is that all?
Get free battle scope. Okay, yeah. I'll have to make use of that later on. Oh, and we got chest.
Treasure located.
Ooh, a breath. Seems to be a quartz. Yeah, one of us should set it in their orbment. Well, obviously. All right. For right now, then, I did notice that Kurt did have required wind type, so yeah, let's give him the breath rare then. For now, obviously, we're gonna switch that out once we get to better stuff specifically for him. All right. Another new enemy. It's a bit tiresome having to deal with them all. And it's finally my time to shine. The Gunbreakers. Finally gonna see what they can do, I take it. Here's hoping they live up to your boasting earlier. Oh, they will. Just you watch.
There.
Alright.
We have the advantage.
Yep. Yeah, we can mode change for our Yuna from Striker mode to Gunner mode.
Set gunner.
Alright. Yeah, the gunner mode has sort of like more AoE type stuff that you can hit multiple enemies with. So let's go ahead. Yep, and talking about break.
Let's go.
Let's see. Crescent Flash.
Let's go.
All right, so that one is nearly broken.
Now.
Can I? Argon heal. Okay, it doesn't do much as far as the breaking goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get you.
My turn.
Ooh, steppeth up, so.
Here
Get
I
some.
go. Set striker.
Since we're down to one more, and goodbye.
Nice. We did it.
All right. Huh, well, how's that? Her suppressive fire capabilities are impressive, but the trade-off is the gun function lacks the same power as the baton has. I suppose it's all about how you use them. They're versatile weapons. Agreed. Honestly, they're more impressive than I imagined. So you admit it. Now, speaking strictly about the weapons, their wielder is a separate matter entirely. Tell me, does one of your fancy sword moves involve pulling your head out of your ass? Now, you two. All right. I mean, sword users deflect bully. Yep, Striker mode should be used against single powerful opponents, and the Gunner mode should be used against groups of enemies. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, get some fire step after that.
I found some treasure.
Ooh, a firebolt. Let's see. Wait a second. You already have firebolt, so yeah, let's give you firebolt for now.
There.
And goodbye.
Our chance.
It's my turn.
Now. Yeah.
Very well. Yeah. It's my turn. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Very well. Yeah.
All right, finish that one off, and
Yeah.
boom.
Target's eliminated. Move out.
Nice to be able to abuse with just regular attacks.
Yeah. Charge complete.
Hello there. There's another big one. Yeah, I think I know what would be a good time to try combat links. Agreed. This will be my first time trying that out. Trying them in combat is the best way to learn. First off, let's get things set up. We can now use combat links. So this is going to be absolutely, it's going to be really, really good for us to use. All right, so. All right, let's go ahead, set up our links. We'll have these two linked, and we'll have these two linked. I will set them a little bit closer to each other, so there we go. Yep, there we go.
Huh?
We strike!
Triple advantage. By performing attacks in certain crafts, gives a chance to unbalance enemies, successfully unbalancing enemy if allows to perform a follow-up attack where they're off balance. And we already got the max brave points, so. Yep, certain. Depending on what certain enemies are vulnerable to, they have either a extremely likely chance or unlikely chance to be unbalanced with that specific type of attack. And then we've got the options of performing a rush at the cost of, I believe it's 2 bravery points. Yep. All right. Yeah, let's battle scope this one, see what you're all about. All right, so Pierce is... Wait. Yeah, I think that's...
Let's go!
Okay, Slash is unlikely with these. Then let's see what the other ones are.
Yeah.
AKA unit uses neutral special. Yep. All right, so
Now.
can I get? Yes, I can get multiple. I'd say, yeah, let's get
Charging.
focused on
All
that
right.
one. And we're going to go ahead.
There.
There we go, Pierce.
Our chance.
It's mine. I'm up.
I'll save the rush for a little bit later. Crimson Slash.
Crimson Slash! My turn. Strike!
Attack delay, good. Ow.
Yeah.
Ooh, one broke.
It's my turn. Sit!
All right. Ah! Wide open.
And rush.
Kurt.
I got it. Very well. It's down.
And
Yuna.
once again.
Okay. There. Yeah, we did it.
Indeed. Good work.
All right. Not bad, you guys. So that was a combat link. Felt more or less completely in sync with everyone else. I detected no issues with linking between our current members. It appears we will have no issues going forward. Yeah, combat linking will be very important for our upcoming battles. Try to use it as often as possible so you get used to the feeling. That's all for the basics of battle. Any questions so far? None from me. Me neither. But I can't believe a battle orbment this advanced has already been used in real combat. You seem to know a lot about what's going on. Are you involved with it somehow? Now that you mention it, she does seem to know her way around it. Yeah, she knows. No, it's simply because I have experience with the previous model. But it would be fair to say this new model is the result of tests Instructor Rean and his classmates ran 2 years ago. Yep. Oh, I had no idea. On top of everything else, not just me, my whole class can take credit for that. We weren't the only ones who participated in the operational tests either. Yep. For someone called Ashen Chevalier, you're pretty humble, aren't you? I don't really think it has anything to do with it. Ashen Chevalier. Is this man really the hero of Erebonia? Was there something you wanted to ask me? No, nothing. I understand what the Arcus 2 can do now. Let's continue. Yeah, I'd rather not be wandering around down here any longer than I need to. In that case, let's go. Is something wrong? Never realized it before. I was thinking how incredible Instructor Sarah is. She seemed pretty irresponsible and all over the place, but she managed to lead nearly a dozen of us. I don't really understand. In any event, I'll provide support as usual. If the situation calls for it, please give me orders. Thanks. I appreciate the thought. You must be most of the way through this thing. There's no time to let our guards down now. Understood. Alright. Yep, learning more about combat links. About leveling up the links for added effects and stuff like that. Yep, weapon types and unbalances. Slash, thrust, pierce, and strike. Striker will do strike damage. Pierce, yep. Critical bonus, 1% on balancing enemy. Yep. Taking advantage of the right time will be key to victory.
You've just crossed the halfway point. Best of luck on the second half.
All right.
Yes. Thank you. What kind of campus would build a facility like
Cerebon,
this on site?
Get some nice recovery items. I can probably wait till we get to the next rest station before.
There. We'll end this quick.
Double advantage.
Yeah. I'm up. Yeah.
All right. Set. Striker.
Nope.
I shall go.
Wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Oh, one down.
Here I go. Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. We did it. Yeah. Charge complete.
All right, got another one of these beetle thing, so we'll take care of that in just
Treasure
a moment.
located.
Ooh, proxy puppet. That will definitely be useful.
There.
We'll end this quick.
All right. Go ahead, start using some arts.
All right. Arcus activate.
Huh.
I shall go. Arcus activate.
Yeah.
All right, nice work.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it probably didn't need to break that since it's not gonna yield any items. Oh, what do we got going on here? That's... Ooh, that's a big boy. That thing's huge, way bigger than anything else we've fought here. Considering our current fighting strength, it may prove a difficult battle. I sure didn't expect them to let something like that loose down here. Should we back off and search for another route? No, we need to face it head on. Head on? Are you crazy? Not at all. There are 4 of us, and we can use combat links. As long as we got the basics down, we'll definitely be able to defeat it. For real? Very well. I'm ready. Understood. Assuming combat stance. Get ready, everyone. Let's go.
Everyone ready? I'm up.
All right.
Get back! It's down!
And assist.
I'll assist.
All right. Set, gunner!
Gunner mode. There we go. We broken a bunch.
My turn.
Let's see.
Charging.
My turn.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna need some healing a little bit. Ooh.
Huh.
Thank you.
It's my turn.
All right.
Ah! Wide open.
We're gonna rush.
Leave it to me.
There.
A whole bunch of breaking right there.
Now!
I'll assist. Yeah.
And another one bites
Let's
the
go.
dust.
Yeah. It's down.
It's mine.
I shall go.
Yeah,
Rean,
let's
activate. Fire. There.
rush.
Instructor Rean.
Let's finish
Got
this
it.
off.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Was my support helpful?
Yeah, thanks as always.
Ooh, level up for the 3 of them. Nice. Globby Fat. Ooh, HP 2. Left.
Yeah, I did it.
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
New craft, detector Delta can be used. Nice. Analyze foe's weakness, make it easy. Okay. Enemy monster has ceased movement. Phew, that was pretty tough. In the end, it wasn't as strong as I expected. Oh, it's about to come back. Behind you. What? Shoot. Clumsaleus. Oh? I shifted.
Now,
I was about to
bring it
say
on!
that I've shifted for a moment. You can now use the S-Craft 7/ Fallen Leaves. S-Crafts are powerful combat techniques, consume all of your CP. At least 100 CP is required, and the strength is boosted if you have the full 200 CP. So yes, we've got
It's my turn.
time to annihilate.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
And goodbye.
Everyone okay?
What was that? A little bit of the ogre power, but didn't go full Mobius, Morbin mode. Reminder that was even. It was it wasn't even. Yeah, the eyes start to shift, so it wasn't the full ogre mode, but you did notice the eyes shift a little bit, so. Sorry. All right. As we finish here, you can transfer to another class if you want. I personally talked to the principal on your behalf. How's that? What are you standing around for? Quit wasting time and get back to the test. You're almost at the end. Be careful. Oops, I guess we talked too much. Let's keep going. Stay focused until the end. Understood. How dare he talk like he knows everything? Again? Nothing. But he wants us to decide if it should be our teacher? Yeah, I suppose I haven't given him enough credit. I've been too arrogant. If I keep this up, there's no way I'd be able to face my father or brother. Yeah, so have I. There's no point in me being here if I'm just gonna act like this. Anyway, let's go, Kurt. I can't let that guy keep hogging the spotlight. Hey, Rio, how's it going? LT is the best. Oh, I guess there's other characters here. How you doing today, man? Glad that you are here. All right. And Let's get back right into the thick of things. Doing pretty well. How, quite honestly, I'm doing really well. Especially with what happened a little bit earlier on the stream, but yeah. But you already know, you've already reacted to my post, so. All right, let's try and get let's get the advantage. Yes, the tanky caster is great. Let's see. Yep, you are. Okay, so Pierce, Thrust. Okay, at least slashing works with this one a little bit.
Let's go.
And so does smashing.
Ha! It's down.
It's mine! It's my turn! There!
My turn.
Break.
Yeah. Now.
An opening! I'm up! Ah! It's down!
I'll assist.
Yep, let's finish that one off.
Very well.
And Thrust's not going to work too much, but we'll do what we can. Missed and counter.
Counter!
Yeah!
I didn't bounce it.
I shall go. Charging.
It's my turn. Very well. Ha! It's down.
It's mine!
Broken and Soul Blur.
Battle complete. Let's continue.
All right.
Just beyond there are the doors leading to your destination. Be quick about
There.
it.
Understood. Heading to target point.
As soon as we do this, rest. Get ourselves our heal. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and save right here. Oh, crud. Didn't need to do a new save data. Oh well. All right, boss time. Oh. Yeah. Is that finally the way out of here? Way back to the ground floor. It appears we've reached the designated point. Yeah, it seems so. Sheesh, what is wrong with Erebonians? What are you all thinking building an insane place like this on a school campus? I appreciate if you didn't lump us all together like that. The professor, he really is the famous G. Schmidt, is he? Yeah, for better or worse. I have no clue why he's here at the branch camp.
Wait a second.
Oh.
Be on alert. I have detected a spike in mana.
In what?
Mana?
You guys need to get out of there right away!
Apparently they did not,
Is this thing a Panzer Soldat?
No, it's not.
No, this is...
Yep, a magic knight. Direwolf. Ooh. Well.
It's a magic knight. An orbital golem from the Dark Ages. Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him? This is going too far.
Yeah, pretty
You're
much
not capable of taking on a magic knight. Only one thing I can do. Heed my call, Valimar!
The use of a Divine Knight is prohibited for this trial. Level 0 was not calibrated to account for its intervention. Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to you, Schwarzer.
Against this?
Or if you'd prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed in the Arcus 2s.
Oh? The new
Please
function.
activate Brave Order.
Ah, Brave Order, okay.
Olivier, Prince Oliver said that you would
Hey,
be
Schmidt,
able
why
to use
don't
it
you
for
stop?
sure, Instructor.
Alright, so we got Brave Orders, huh?
I bid you felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Rean. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you find yourself in a pinch.
Yeah.
All right, will do.
The prince has always got something for us.
What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat!
Alright.
Brave
Time to
Order.
die.
Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target!
Yeah!
Be on guard. It's strong.
Brave Orders. Press up on the D-pad to issue a Brave Order. Brave Orders cause BP to use and provide special buffs to allies without consuming a turn. Number indicates how many turns your party is affected. Alright, so. Alright, so. Raging Fire and Iron Will. So. Might as well go ahead and use the Raging Fire.
Let's go! Raging Fire Formation!
Gain a little bit of CP and. Yeah, let's battle scope this thing.
Yeah!
Figure out what we need to utilize against this thing. Okay, so it's got half effectiveness for all weapon types. Oh, looks like Earth Elemental arts are going to be useful, so Yuna's one needle shot will definitely be good. Alright.
It's my turn! Arcus activate!
My turn!
I shall go.
Alright. Yeah, let's get your
Search mode
balance
activate.
down.
Scan complete.
Yeah, we already. Ow.
I'm up.
Don't need a battle. Yeah. Let's see. Crescent Flash.
Now!
I'll assist. My turn.
All right, so.
There.
Needle shot.
My turn.
Yeah, let's work on.
Here I go. There.
Close to breaking this thing. Ooh, okay.
Take this.
Counter.
It's down.
I'll assist.
Counter.
And now he's broken. Okay, good.
Let's go. Raging fire formation. Let's go. Ha! Now.
Let's rush.
Let's go, Altina.
Yes. Danger level high.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Altina's on a critical.
Let's go. Yeah. It's down.
It's mine. Here I go. Ah! Wide open.
Let's rush.
Kurt.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
I shall go.
All right. She does not have a S-craft, so.
Rean, activate. Fire. Now.
An opening.
Oh, it's enhanced. Okay. Can become powerful.
It's my turn.
Okay, he doesn't have enough for.
Sit.
There we go. Oh. We will defeat it. Good. I was going to say, I was ready to
This
S-break
is the blade
as
of the
soon
eight
as
leaves.
I could.
All right, got it.
Yeah, I did it.
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
All right.
We did it.
Go.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required.
You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor.
Yeah, he did. We're gonna beat him up later for it.
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
No, you won't.
Could you please listen to
no,
me?
Schmidt. You have to. No, we're not doing this again.
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time, is he gonna make us go through all that again?
The probability
Not if-
seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise.
Caster requested a short rest. Altina's a warlock
Thank you.
confirmed.
Great job, class.
Yeah.
You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7. Your class size and this trial are bound to raise some red flags. Then you have an instructor who's only just graduated. What if he doesn't know what he's doing?
There's Emma.
Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen.
And Crow.
But it's something I want you to decide for yourselves. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
Una Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Really?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Crossbell. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing. Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself. Until I can show up an annoying hero like you, Ashen Chevalier.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. But you know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Una.
Got it.
I think it
Kurt
is
Vander
important that
reporting.
Una is the first
I
one
will also
to...
join Class 7. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this class. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real combat. I couldn't face
boy,
my
we'll be
family
testing
if
your
I allowed
skills.
the blades I
We
inherited
absolutely
to
will.
rust.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander School.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do. So far, I'm not impressed.
Whoa! That's way out of line.
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. Just like you guys. Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
No, Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose this. I don't care who originally placed you here, whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the imperial government. Why do you want to stay? It can be anything.
And it can't be what I said.
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much?
Because
I still
he
don't
already
get how
knows
you
her.
guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl who...
I can't think of a reason. All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, It is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
Oh.
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying, Altina.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operations. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as comrades.
And they were watching from all the way up there.
That was so sweet, Rean.
Altina's
I
a
was
funny
wondering how things were going down
Looking forward
here.
to seeing it once we unlock it.
No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for themselves. Classes 8 and 9 had a good start, too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed myself in.
Would you go against Aurelia? Yeah. Yeah, no one would ever go against Aurelia. No one. Oh.
Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here. But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the Empire.
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore, huh?
Oh.
Aww. Head pats.
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. And not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too.
Pat.
Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do anything too crazy.
I see. For both the main and branch campuses.
You.
Yes, their first day ended without incident. Class 7 Special Operations, Class 8 Combat Tactics, and Class 9 Military Finance have all been established.
Yeah.
Just when I thought we
Osborne.
finally shoved that beast in a cage, Erebonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a trash bin. Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
I'm not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan.
Your ass is deep.
As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings. We shall simply have it, and my worthless son, dance at the end of our strings.
Your Excellency.
Laying it on kinda thick, don't you think?
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
At the very least, Claire should be very conflicted about all that. Oh. Oh, it's ringing. What's going on here?
Whew. I think the connection's finally gone through.
Oh.
Yay, it worked! I never dreamed I'd be able to talk with you all like this.
Aww.
Indeed. His Highness
Round
was
us up.
too kind to arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Rean or Gaius came through. Could be they're too far away. Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter. I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right.
You realize
And
that
we can
us sure will
finally
be-
fulfill our promise. Well, you sure
I
are
am
fired up.
looking forward
How could she
to
not be?
that.
This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
Oh. A good railway system. We're gonna have to deal with you, Osborne, at some point. Muse's discount mint. Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We've yet to get fully introduced to the other two that are going to end up joining our class, so we'll have to see how things go. I do want to be. We're actually mentioning Dur, but it's something else. We'll have to see, Moon. We'll have to see. Prologue, speaking once again, end. Okay, so we're gonna save it right here, and I think I'll actually end it here tonight. I know we've got about 15 minutes for what I normally sort of run the stream, but I think this is a good stopping point for tonight, especially the fact that there is a few things I do want to be able to talk about because of certain things we were able to accomplish, or a certain thing that we were able to accomplish today. So yeah. All right, so go ahead and switch back on over. All right, so with all that said and done, thank you all for joining tonight. So yeah, once again, I would like to thank our three newest followers, Geyser, Zero, Lexi Zone, and Monkman Matt, for the followers. We are now up to 699 followers, only one follower away from our follower goal of 700, which I will be getting ready to play my very first Souls-like games, the Star Wars Jedi games. So looking forward to that once we reach that goal. And speaking of goals, thank you very much, Mugman Matt, as well, for the 4 gifted subs. 4 community gifted subs. Thank you very much. And that puts us at 5 subscribers. And we have reached our very first subscriber goal for this channel. So, in the near future, it won't be sort of like right away. But I will be getting ready to sort of like set up for what will be a hard mode Fire Emblem 3 Houses Golden Deer run. So how this is going to sort of like work. So for those that are a member of our Discord server, let me go ahead and do the thing. I accidentally, oh, there we go. It still worked even though I did all caps. Yeah, I do have a Discord server. You can be able to join via that link. I also have a link in my Linktree profile. Just scroll a little bit below, and you'll find my Linktree there. When I'm going to be getting ready to sort of set up to put this into my Twitch schedule, I will have a poll posted, or maybe not necessarily a poll. I'm going to have to sort of like figure out how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have some way for you guys to be able to sort of select which classes I will going to be building each of sort of like the main units that I'm going to be using. And this is going to be specifically for the members of the Golden Deer House. This is going to be specific to the members of the Church of Seros, as well as the Ashen Wolves. I may end up recruiting like people from the other 2 schools, both the Black Eagles and the Blue Lions, but for the sake of, because of the fact that this is a hard mode run, I'm going to be limiting who I'm actually going to be working on to those 3 specific sort of like factions. So just the Golden Deer, just the Church of Seros units, and just the Ashen Wolves. So those are going to be the ones that you guys be deciding on as far as which classes I'm going to be ultimately building for. We'll have to see who I end up recruiting. We'll have to see. And I believe I do remember I did mention that this will be also a new game plus run. You will recruit that. You mean this kind of gun? Yeah, that type of gun, huh? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah. Anyways, but yes. So I'll have to sort of like see what is going to be available to me as far as like sort of like making sure that I can sort of like set that up properly for you guys within the Discord server. But yeah, hopefully be able to pull it off. So yeah. And also once again on Saturday we are going to be doing our we're going to be continuing our D&D campaign. Looking forward to that. Our campaign, The Wings of Light and Dark, we're going to be going into session 8. It has been a little bit over the month since our last session, so hopefully we can be able to get back into our regular sort of schedule of every other Saturday with a new session. But yeah, looking forward to getting back to that. So tomorrow we will be continuing with God of War 2018. We have restored the head of Mimir, and now we are sort of preparing to grab ourselves the keys that will get us to the realm of Jotunheimer. Who knows? Maybe I can also include doing some of those side quests that we got introduced to a little bit earlier in the game. Maybe that'll be interesting to sort of like take on if we're ready for that kind of stuff. But yeah, looking forward to that. If everything goes well with work tomorrow and can be able to start at normal time, it will be 7 p.m. Central Time start time. So I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing you guys there for that. So with all of that said and done, let's see who is available tonight. Who can I send you guys to for tonight's bounty raid? There's certainly a few people I could send you to. You know what? Just for the sake of it, this person rated us yesterday. So, you know what? Why don't we return the favor? We're gonna go over to Magic Tea House. They're doing some Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. So yeah, let's go ahead and return the favor. I'll go ahead and post the raid message. Feel free to copy and utilize that. Also, feel free to add in whatever emotes you wish to add in with that as we prepare for this bounty raid. Where are you, Magic Tea? Where are you? There you are. So, if you guys would like to join us on this bounty mission and giving love and support to awesome streamers out there, I would very much appreciate it if you can join us for that. So, with all that said and done, hope y'all had a wonderful day. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Have fun, take care, and God bless to you all. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Time to send you out on your bounty mission. See you all next time. Bye, everybody.